Hello, this is Emma of EmmaLiveYoga and welcome to day 4 of our yoga fix, which is here to encourage a daily practice, 15 minutes on your mat to feel better, to breathe deeply, to stretch. So we're going to start from standing. If you'd like to stand up, just have the usual things that you might need for your body. Obviously, if you're in a chair, you'll stay exactly as you are. Just plant your feet firmly and sit nice and tall. So we'll come to Tadasana. So just feel you can stand with your feet hip distance. You can soften the knees slightly and then open the palms and just feel you can rest back into the shoulder blades slightly. Good. So as you press through the heels, feel a big long inhale, travel up the spine to the crown of the head. And exhale as you release through the shoulders. And do this again. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to release. Good. So from here, bring the hands to rest on the hips. We're going to warm up the feet, a little bit of balance involved. So inhale, exhale, and see if you can peel the toes away from the floor. Just try. Might not happen. Keep the toes lifted. Good. And then exhale, place them down. Inhale, see if you can lift up the heels. You might be a bit wobbly. That's all right. Just try and lift. And then exhale, carefully place them down. So again, inhale, lift the toes. Exhale, bring them down. Inhale, lift the heels. Try not to look at your feet. Try and look straight ahead. Exhale, bring them down. So a little bit trickier. Inhale, see if you can roll onto the side edges of the feet. And then exhale, roll to the inner edges. Good. Inhale, relax the shoulders to the outer edges. Exhale to the inner edges. Good. And then place the feet down quietly. Now from here, inhale, gently bend the knees. Exhale and see if you can peel the toes up. Good. Pause in there. So you might be able to feel how the quads switched on then. This is good, getting some strength into the legs. And it also means you can't sway. So the toes have to try and lift as best you can. Good. Now from here, just release the hands to the sides of the body. Keep the knees bent, the toes lifted. Inhale, scoop the arms up as you begin to sit back, ideally with the toes lifted still. Keep looking forward. And then exhale, press through the heels, squeeze the glutes and come back up. Good. Just got this once more. Inhale, toes are still up. Good. Sit back into utkatasana, raise the arms. Exhale, press into the heels and lower back down. Now from here, swoosh the arms forward. Inhale, now lift up onto the toes. Lift the heels, lift the arms. And exhale, sit back, lift the toes, coming into chair pose. Keep the knees parallel. Good. One more. Inhale, lift all the way up onto the tippy toes. And then exhale, bring everything back down to neutral. Well done. Pause there. Check in with the breath. Regulate the breath. Good. And then have a shake out of the wrists and a little shake out of the feet as we come towards the front of the mat if you're standing. So from here, inhale, swoosh the arms up. Exhale, begin to pivot from the waist and fold forward. So again, you might bend the knees deeply. That's fine. Just bring the hands to the floor, let the head dangle. And then inhale, slide the hands to the shins, lift the chest. And on the exhale, you bring the hands to the floor or maybe use your bricks. You'll step back with the right leg and bring the right knee down and release the toes. Establish if you need to pad the toe, pad the knee even, the right knee, you might need to do that. And then just press into the left heel. If you're in the chair, you would just step that left leg forward and the right leg out to the side. You can feel the stretch through the groin. Good. Stabilize in Anjaneyasana. Now from here, press into the heel and on the inhale, nice and easy, just lift up. Make sure the knee isn't too far forward of the ankle. Palms are open. Good. Now from here, you can stay here. You can bring the hands to the waist or the lower back, or you might interweave the fingers behind you, roll the shoulders forward, and then just begin to lift the hands up behind you. Good. Breathing. Relax the face. Lift the sternum. Good. And then exhale. From here, begin to lean forward, unclasp the hands, and carry the right arm nice and casually over the left knee. Good. Keep weight in the heel. And you might bring your hands to prayer position here. Just lifting the chest. This is one we practiced a little bit yesterday. Or you might roll towards the top of the knee. So you're not actually on the knee, And then see if you can lift the back leg up or not. That might not happen. That's all right. If it doesn't happen, just stay in the prayer hands, stay happy. And then coming back to center. Inhale, bring the fingertips down, exhale. So from here, I'm going to use my bricks for this plank. Know that you can have your hands on the floor. So inhale, tuck the back toes. Exhale, see if you can step back into a plank position. Feet can be together or apart. Squeeze the glutes, lift the back of the knees, and press out of the shoulder blades. Keep the breath nice and regular. Good. Breathing, ujjayi breath in the nostrils, breathless sound. Draw the lower abdominals in. So practice this on day 1. And then exhale, push back into downward dog. Not on the rocks, but on the blocks. So pushing back, reach the heels down. You might find get a little bit more extension through the shoulders and the backs of the legs. Now you can do this with the hands on the floor. You can do it on the back of a chair, or you can fold back from the lap. Good, breathing and feeling. And then from here, squeeze the pelvic floor. Inhale, look forward. Now walk the feet towards the hands, the bricks. Again, you can bend the knees. Exhale, fold forward, go down. Inhale, slide the hands to the shins, lift the chest. Exhale, bring the hands to bricks or floor, step back with the left leg and bring the knee down, release the toes. Again, pause, find the breath, stabilize. Keep a squeeze of the pelvic floor. Again, it might be you need to pat the knee, just see. Switching legs if you're on the chair. Good. And then once you're satisfied, you feel stable, press through the front heel and only inhale again. Just lift up nice and easy. Floppy arms. Exhale. And just pause for a moment there. Just feel the front of the hip opening. Good. So from here, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale. And again, you can bring hands to hips, small of the back, or you can interweave the fingers and just feel a lift as if someone was pressing their foot between your shoulders, lifting your chest forward, breathing. Good. And then soften the shoulders. Exhale. Release the hands. Inhale again. Just prop the left forearm above the right knee. Begin to lean forward. And again, you might press the palms together, bringing the hands into prayer. Or you might lean forward until you're off the knee and lift the back leg or not. Just see, it's a big stretch. It's a big ass. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Stay happy. And then release carefully. If you did the lift, everybody release. And again, step back to your version of plank. Inhale. Exhale, squeezing, feeling the strength of the body. And then inhale, bring the knees in. And exhale, sink back into child pose. Relax the shoulders. If the head doesn't meet the floor, rest it on something, or maybe stack the hands on the head on fists. In the chair, you might slide a cushion between your head and the lap. And just take a moment to pause, feel the energy you've created in your practice. Allow things to settle. And then bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, carefully lift up. Move the bricks to one side if you've been using them. And then bring the forearms down. Step the legs back and sink forward into Sphinx pose. So elbows can be underneath the shoulders or forward of the shoulders. Come up onto the fingertips for stability. On the inhale, lift the chest forward. Draw the shoulders back. Good. Exhale, make sure the glutes are soft. So you might have a little wiggle. Breathing and feeling. So you might stay here. You might drop down, slide the hands back, and then inhale, squeezing the elbows in, lift a bit higher up, but keep drawing the shoulders down the back. Good. Breathing. And then exhale, bring everything down. From here, we come to Shalabhasana. So bring the forehead down, locust pose. Send the fingertips back, palms facing in. So some options here. On the inhale, you might just lift the upper body up just a bit. Breathing, keep the back of the neck long. You might see if you can lift the legs at the same time. Good. Point the toes, rocking on the breath in the belly. One more breath, really energizing back bend. And then exhale and just soften all the way down. Good. Let go of everything. So feel that combination always of challenge, strength, and ease, comfort. Sthiram and Sukham, two basic principles of our yoga practice. Might rest one ear down and the forehead down before we go back in. So then setting up once again. So inhale, again, you can lift the upper body, you might lift the legs at the same time. Another option here is to interweave the fingers and continue to lift as we practiced from the Anjaneyasana position, squeezing and lifting, and then exhale and release everything down, resting on the opposite ear or the forehead. In the chair, you're just lifting the chest and holding on to the back of the chair wherever is best, and then returning to neutral. Good, and then from here, slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift into a baby cobra or a higher cobra. And then exhale, walk the knees in, tuck the toes, and exhale, push back into downward dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. That's too much, then just bring the knees down, take alternate legs back, or fold over the lap if you're in the chair. Nice, easy breathing. And then look forward, bend the knees, inhale, coming down and laying all the way down into semi-supine position. Opening the palms of the hands. If we're in the chair, just sit towards the back of the chair, firm through the heels. And just take a few moments for the back to settle, shoulders to release. Feel the weight to the back of the head, the weight to the back of the hands. And then inhale, gather the knees in towards the belly. Exhale, float the ankles up towards the ceiling. So now you might keep the knees bent. You might straighten the legs. If it's too much, you might bring the hands underneath the lower back just to give yourself some more support. It feels a bit too much to hold the legs there. If you're in the chair position, you just stretch the legs out in front of you. If you have a cushion, you might elevate the heels. This is great for the relaxation response called viparita karani. Legs in the air pose. So just take some nice easy breaths here. And then inhale, squeeze the knees in. Exhale and come into relaxation position of choice, which might be back to semi-supine, might be constructive rest, sitting back in the chair or full shavasana. Wherever you are, take an inhale. Exhale out from the mouth. Go of the body entirely. Allow a few moments to rest and absorb the practice. If you wish to stay longer, feel free. Just enjoy that rest. Otherwise, begin to deepen the breath. Bring some movements to fingers and toes as you move the head slowly from side to side. And then inhale, reach back, take a full body stretch. Big exhale. Bending at the knees and elbows, gather the knees in for a squeeze and a rock from side to side until you can roll over to one side. And then on the inhale, gently press yourself up to a comfortable seated position, however that looks today. Sit nice and tall. Bring the hands to Anjali Mudra. And we'll close the practice with the vibration of Om, taking a breath in. Om. And gently bow the head as we give thanks for our health in our practice. Inhale to lift the prayer hands up. Exhale to center. Namaste. So thank you for practicing with me on day 4. I hope you're going to join me for day 5. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. You can find more yoga stuff all on my Instagram channel, and I will see you soon.